All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Combo Couch here. The little segment pasta with cheese where the engineer gets to have a little fun. Hey, man, great memes. Great.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think we're back on YouTube as well. So
we are. The thing is that the thumbnail,
cool.
when you went back, the thumbnail went to one of the old school thumbnails from when we did the debates. So we'll have to figure that part out. That was on YouTube, I think. Let me see how it came up on Rockfin.
I think it's still fine on Rockfin because it just added it. But, that was an experiment, and it kind of worked. I'd say 90% there. So,
yeah. We still have 70 people hanging out on. Yeah, see, now it says pasta with cheese, New York Pizzerias under attack, but it has an old thumbnail. So we have to figure out a way to fix that. But other than that,
fix that in post.
And the quality, guys, look at your thing and make sure your quality is good. YouTube likes to reset the quality sometimes and give you some shit quality. So, cheese slice. Tomorrow I'm going to be on the Do Dissonance and Shanda's show as well. Maybe I might jump in on Kit. I'll see him. I'll see what's up with Jose Vega. A lot of our friends in the business, IRN, all those people. But yeah, let's go over what you got here because we do have a little bit of pizza wars and it's going on.
Yeah, well,
what I understand, Kit Cabello said he wanted to make a piece. You go ahead.
Well, we'll get into that because we do know there are these pizza wars deciding who is the best pizza, who has the best pizza. Is it New York?
Which we know is New
Chicago?
York.
Yeah, I agree. I think
it's just fodder right now.
I mean, but you could throw other places in there too. Like even Washington has its own kind of pizza, like the jumbo slice pizza.
Yeah, somebody from New York moved to Washington to Go ahead.
And then there's Detroit and Hawaii and California and all that.
Detroit's interesting. They put their sauce on top of the cheese on the Sicilian, which is very interesting, which I like.
It is a little different. Personally, I like the Costco pizza. You can't get a better pizza these days for $10 than you can get at Costco. I mean, you can get better pizza, way better pizza, but not for $10.
I should yank the whole goddamn stream on you. Don't you ever say that ever again.
I'm just saying for $10.
I don't care.
You can't beat that.
Because you're not even having real cheese there, cheese slice. We should call you fake cheese slice now.
Well,
processed cheese slice. You come with Costco? Oh my God! You could have went from. There's so many you can go from Spumoni Gardens, and I don't want to hear about quality.
There are tons of better pizza out there, much better pizza, but not for $10. Not for $10.
All right, just disgrazia. What do we got up here? Come on, let's get into this.
All right, well, this all started with this New York Post article. Let's bring it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, this is Mamma Mia. New York City rules crackdown on coal and wood-fired pizzerias. Must cut carbon emissions up to 75%. Now, Kit did cover this the other day on Hardlands Media. He was very outraged by this, and this is kind of something that's important because he is from Chicago and he is standing up for his fellow pizza lovers in New York. Yeah, because that's how important this really is. So let's go ahead. I want to show you he had a nice little bit here where he's calling for a truce. So let's get this up. And oh man, see, yeah, this is hard to do while you're trying to talk at the same time.
I know, Greg. Can you imagine? That's what I was doing.
I know. Wow.
This is why I recruited you, or you recruited yourself.
My name is Kit Cabello. I'm the host of Hardlands Media, and I'm calling for a peace agreement between all the great cities: Detroit, Chicago, New York City. I'll even include California and Hawaiian style and Portland, but all right, whatever. Anyways, back on point. Look, we all know that Chicago has the best tasting pizza in the world.
Oh, God.
I won't stand for what the New York City Council is doing. New York City rules crackdown on coal and wood-fired pizzerias. Must cut carbon emissions up to 75%. Excuse me, but I'm pretty sure the military-industrial complex is doing more to those carbon emissions. What is this crap?
So I think that speaks volumes because it's coming from Kit. And he's putting aside his disdain for New York pizza to stand up for their rights to have their pizza be exactly the way it's always been.
Okay. Time out. First of all, I'd like to say that I appreciate Kit's severe Well, what I'm trying to say is that we have to look at it for what it is. He did throw in that Chicago still has the best pizza, so he used it as an opportunity to still push his propaganda. Now you have the video of the guy, right, who's throwing the cheese slices over there. Let's go over there because he does something too as well, where he pushes his propaganda. So there's got to be an appreciation to say, hey, yes, I appreciate the main thing you're saying, but don't try to slip your little propaganda in there here and there.
Before we go to the video, I just want to say this. I don't want to disparage Chicago-style pizza. It is a delicious dish. However, it's not a pizza. It's a casserole, or it's a soup in a bread bowl. But it's not a pizza. You can't win a pizza contest if you're not a pizza. And you know how I know it's not a pizza?
How?
Because you can't leave it out on your counter overnight. And when you pass out drunk and then wake up in the morning and you flip open the box and say, oh, there's pizza, and just eat it right there. You can't, because it gets all nasty. The sauce is just kind of gunky. But like a New York style pizza, you can totally do that.
Yeah.
You just open the box and be like, I'm hungry. There we go.
Good Chicago pizza. Or
it's absolutely delicious.
Still good, but I agree. I agree with you.
It's just not a pizza. It's not a pizza. You're entering something that's not a pizza into a pizza contest. It's just disqualified. That's my feelings on it.
Well, audience, when he plays this video, I want you to name inside the chat, where's the propaganda? Even though he's right about a lot of things, like the Pizza Tea Party, the Boston Tea Party, the New York Pizza Party, name the propaganda as it's coming through. I'm going to watch the chat. So go ahead, guys.
All right, here we go. I'm going to put it a little smaller to make it bigger. Here we go.
Kit's there.
Oh, God. Pizza's for the mayor.
Oh, Kit's here.
The woke-ass idiots who run this city are doing everything in their power to destroy it. We have naked men with their titties bouncing around all over the city yesterday, in public, in front of children. We have the most violent, raging crime rate ever. We are being invaded by illegal immigrants who are being treated way better than our homeless veterans, our teachers, and first responder heroes who were fired, still not compensated, because they didn't take the Fauci injection. Our city schools produce the dumbest kids, and the woke-ass punks who run New York City are afraid of pizza. The world used to respect New Yorkers as tough, thick-skinned, and gritty. Now we have become pussified. It's a damn shame. You heard of the Boston Tea Party? Well, this is the New York. This is the New York Pizza Party. Give us pizza or give us death. Give us pizza or give us death. Give us pizza or give us death. Give us pizza or give us death.
I was kind of waiting for him to do the Walter White and just throw the whole pizza at one time.
Small business. That's what this city keeps doing. Can't have a small business. Can't have pizza. New York City is nothing without pizza.
Could you imagine 200 people doing this at the same time?
Yeah, I could. It'd be great. A lot of pizzas too.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste. I'm not a big fan of the waste of this pizza.
Neither am I, but he's making a statement.
Boston Tea
the
Party.
statement is
This
important.
is the New York Pizza Party. Gotta do my thing, man.
He keeps doing it right in front of the cops.
Yeah, and they give him a ticket, a citation, I think. Did they arrest him or just give him a citation, I believe?
There is a follow-up. Let me see. Oh, I don't have it. Darn it.
By the way, what was the propaganda, ladies and gentlemen? We're invaded by immigrants that are getting treated better than teachers. And I'm like,
protesting with.
Oh, I found the follow-up. Here we go.
Right. I mean, why do they still keep going with that, though? I mean, Jesus Christmas.
the pizza?
I haven't watched this before.
Because they shut down pizzerias because it's destroying the fucking world.
I know the
Meanwhile,
cola.
we got crime all over the fucking place.
The drug problem, the fentanyl problem.
This wasn't a Boston Tea Party. This was a New York pizza party.
Look at this. Getting arrested. You gotta love New York City.
Nah, I'm not getting arrested. Give me a
Okay.
summons.
Oh.
I don't know how
Court
much
summons. Let us have our cold oven
Naked
pizzas.
dudes with their titties dancing around in the fountains in the city yesterday in front of fucking children. But this guy's worried about fucking pizza.
Crazy.
The city used to be tough. We were gritty. We turned into a bunch of pussies.
Protesting with a pizza?
Wow, that went somewhere I wasn't expecting it.
You know, it was funny because there is a meme out there that pretty much says, you know, there's a pedophile sitting in prison, right? That he was exposing himself at a park to children. And he's really upset because all he had to do was go join the parade and he could have done it without getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chicago stands with New York City. Wow. Thank you, kid. Thank you, kid. But you see how that pizza, you know what? It was a shame. They should have thrown rubber pizza because those were real slices. You could tell that was real pizza.
Yeah.
You could take that, you could fold it, real grease drip down your hand because it's good cheese. And please, that's pizza, kid.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. But I think it makes a statement. It makes a statement. Now, a lot of people are getting into this. This is not just a silly little story. I mean, here's the Babylon Bee. They had a really important announcement to make. So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are moving to Florida to escape the New York pizza over this ban. But it's not a ban. It's an ordinance where they're going to have to.
Did you see Dave Portnoy?
No, I haven't seen that. Did he have something to say?
Dave Portnoy came on. I'll look for it real quick. Go ahead, continue what you're doing. I'll find it real quick.
Well, I just thought it was funny that they're going to move to Florida over pizza, and pizza is not known for, or Florida's not known for the pizza, but they are following a good tradition of New York retirees moving down to Florida. And don't tell me there's something not wrong with these guys. These dudes are almost over 40 years old, and somehow they're still teenagers. That is weird. So
is that what
there's
you
definitely
wanted
a conspiracy there.
You're crazy, dude.
No, they're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but they've been around for almost 40 years, and somehow they're still teenagers. It does not make any sense.
Let's watch this real quick. This is Dave Portnoy on the whole situation.
Okay, emergency press conference. I had to do a real quick rant here. And before I start, this is what, a flower hanging down. I'm using a vase as my backdrop, Pinehurst. Anyways, in case you've been a like cave, everyone sent me this story. Apparently, in New York City, some fucking little liberal arts, Ivy League, pink-haired, crazy liberal who's never worked one day in the real world is on an environmental commission. And they woke up from their little nappy poo, wherever that may be. And they're like, I figured out how to save the world today. We have to get rid of coal oven pizzerias in New York City. We got to stop that. The emissions, I guess, is pollution, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Pizzerias use coal ovens. All the best. All the best. John's a Bleecker.
All the
Cassie,
best.
Tatanos. You fucking
Not
name
true.
any pizza place. They're like, oh, this is Manhattan. This is old school. This is what people think about when they think of NYC. They have a coal oven. They've been grandfathered in. They've been there for 100 fucking years minimum, most of them. In this environmental commission, la-di-da-da person wakes up and wants to ban coal ovens? Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know what's going on in New York? You got rats. You got trash in the city. You got fucking cars, planes, private planes. You got people getting slashed on the subway. You got flash mobs robbing stores. And you're coming for coal oven pizzerias? You think shutting down like 10 to 15 pizza places is going to make a fucking difference? They've been there for 100 fucking years. Now, this ain't going to happen because people unite on something like this. You already have somebody was already outside like Government Center or whatever they call it in New York throwing pizzas at the workers, being like, you're not taking our pizza. So, no, I don't think this is going to happen. It just shows you how fucking stupid some politicians are. You're going to come after pizzerias for fucking global warming? Are you fucking nuts? Now, like I said, there's no way this get passed. But this is sometimes like, hey, Dave, you can't threaten people. Well, this is a threat. I can threaten people. If they come after John Zableeker, I will come for their throat, and I will never let go till I squeeze the life out of them. Leave the fucking pizzerias alone. The best ones in the world. Listen, I've never been the biggest New York City guy. They're old school pizzerias. That's fucking the guts of the city. You come for them, I'm coming for your throat. That's a promise.
And he didn't throw in his little bit, Boston's got better pizzerias, like Kit tried to slip in there. You know what I'm saying? He even admitted as a Boston guy that the best pizzerias come from New York. And I just want to say there are good pizzerias that don't use coal fire pizzas or wood fire pizzas. They have, the regular gas ones, and those are great pizzerias too. But yeah, a lot of these coal fire pizzas are the ones that have been there traditionally for years, been doing it right, got the best flour, the best cheese. They get the grande cheese, which is one of your most expensive cheese. And really, to tell you, to determine how salty it is, how long they let it sit out. But grande, Wisconsin, mozzarella, some of the best. The water that's used in Manhattan, the water that's used in Long Island, the water that's used in Queens and Brooklyn and parts, a lot of it comes from the Catskill Mountains. That's some of the best water in the world. So that's where the water supply comes from. That's why you get the best bagels, because they have all these sediments inside that, they're going down the rocks. You could drink cold ass Brooklyn water right out of the tap. That's how good it is. My mom's going, yeah, because she's a Brooklyn woman back there. So, that's what I'm talking about there. The fact that they're going after this. Now, of course, I wasn't crazy about the immigration thing, but, that's something we need to talk about, obviously, and be educated on. And, Trump's comments the other day were not the best. But really, this is ridiculous. We can all agree that if you're going after coal-fired pizzas to help fight against global warming, you need to have your head examined. And if this is going to get something for New Yorkers to erupt on, I hope so. It takes something like this. It takes something like this. What do you got over there? I want pizza now.
There's
and I'm on a
definitely more.
low-carb diet over here.
Everybody here is going to want pizza after this. I'm telling you.
I know.
But I think the other thing about this is like one of those small things that the elite could actually give on to the plebes, because it doesn't really affect them that much. And if people really take a stand, it could make a difference. But there's a good question here. So Reese Mack asked, why is there an ordinance for this? Well, there's an article from the BBC that just came out about yesterday. So let's bring this up. So I'm going to read some excerpts from this, but and try to do both, keep up with the pictures here. But they go into a little bit of detail as to why this is actually happening. So
look at that. That's a real pizza.
Yeah, yes, it is. It's the good stuff. It's the good stuff. All right. So a proposal to slice emissions from coal and wood burning pizza ovens in New York City by 75% has left a bad taste in the mouths of some locals. A rule change proposed on Friday would require pizzerias to evaluate whether they can install emissions control devices for their kitchen stoves. Critics say that the devices will cause a lot of dough. I just screwed up that good pun. Sorry about that. And they may affect the flavor of the world's famous cheese and tomato pie. So scrolling down a little bit further, the officials say this will affect over 100 of the city's countless pizza joints. And one of some of the specifics here, I'm not sure if I can find it in the article, but let's look at this cool picture here. So restaurants will be required to evaluate their exhaust systems to determine if they can be outfitted with scrubbers capable of trapping the pollutants. If so, they will be required to install and maintain them. Paul Gioni, I think I said that right, owner of Polly G's in Brooklyn, told the New York Post that he has already spent $20,000 preparing for the new rule to take effect. He said, quote, "Oh yeah, it's a big expense. It's not just the expense of having it installed, it's also the maintenance." And there is some precedence for this, because this isn't the first time a city has started this. Outside in Naples, Italy, the original home of pizza where wood-fired pizzas are trademarked, protected by EU law. A local mayor made headlines in 2015 when he introduced a temporary ban on pizza ovens in order to fight high levels of pollution. Police in San Vitaliano, I hope I said that right. A municipality of Naples in Italy were instructed to search for wood-fired pizzerias and bakeries to enforce the ban, to issue fines of over 1,000 euros to businesses operating without emissions controlling filters. And finally, another tidbit about New York. This rule is not set to take effect in New York until the public commenting period ends on July 27th. So there is still a lot of time for us to take action here. Some restaurants unable to retrofit their kitchens will not be forced to follow the new rule, which so it said elsewhere in the document or in the article that if you're located in a building that just physically can't have the proper ventilation system installed, you will be exempt from this rule. So that leads us into a response from Mayor Eric Adams. So let's go to this.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, this guy.
Well, let's be clear. Every toxic entity that we remove from our air is adding up to the overall desire to deal with shrinking our carbon footprint. And as I stated, let's let the public weigh in, and then we could have a conversation if we're going to move forward or not. And the public can weigh in without throwing pizza over my gate. They could have delivered me the pie and allowed me to eat the pie and sat in the cow and have a conversation with me. And so I'm going to call the person through pizza over my gate to tell him he needs to bring a vegan pie to me so we can sit down, and I want to hear his side.
Vegan pie. So what do you think about that there, Pasta?
Every time this guy opens up his mouth, you know what I'm saying? It just proves that elections are fake. That's it. The elites, pizza elites. I mean, really, it's just so stupid. They're really not. I mean, they're not concentrating on the real causes of polluting our planet, right? Everything that's happening. If anybody was serious right now, the first thing they would go after is plastics. Plastics is a petroleum product, right?
On a large scale too, not just those little plastic straws.
Yeah, I mean, that would be one of the first things we would go after if we were really serious about this shit. But we're not. We're not serious at all. This is just a joke.
So let's put a bow on this. I want to close out with Kit one last time from Heartlands Media.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah, well, he has a good thing to say here. I think it's important. We should all hear it.
This is a dark day in America. Form all the legions. Form all of my legions. I want every single person to be ready. Boot up, suit up. It is official. I'm calling forth a crusade, and a glorious one. This cannot stand. New York City government, you have gone too far. I am urging everyone that loves pizza to unite. We have a common foe. Chicago stands with New York City.
There you go. So what do you think of that? I think he is calling for all pizza lovers to unite. This could bring an end to the pizza wars.
There'll never be an end to the pizza war because he'll never bow down. He'll always try to slip in that Chicago pizza is the best. And then, they have this little thing where they go to the South Side and they get that little thin pizza and say, well, that's pizza too as well. I don't believe it. He's goading me. This is like Wagner all over again right here. He's goading me. And I'm not falling for it, kid. I love you. But I'm not falling for your you're trying to lull me in. Not falling.
Don't fall for the propaganda.
I'm not falling for it.
That's all it is.
Sorry.
That's all it is.
It's all propaganda.
Right. Well,
I love this next one. You got to put this up here. This is great.
Yeah, this is the last thing I got.
Street. Joe's Pizzeria. Let's go. Red team go. They got a cola. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna go. Yep. They're gonna go on in.
Coming after the pizzerias. Man. Everybody, look out. As Kit would say, keep your head on a swivel. All right, that's it. That's what I've got for this story.
Do we have any more Super Rays? Are we good? Did we
Let's
get
go,
them all?
Jack.
I think we got them all.
Yep.
And thank you for the
Good.
32 people hanging out there, premium members. Thank you for the people hanging out on Rumble today, a decent amount. And thank you to the people who joined back on YouTube. We do appreciate you coming on in. Tomorrow, there is no show. I will be on Shanda Master's show in the morning. Maybe I'll jump on Kits if he lets me come on in. And, and he wants to really talk about this truth. So he'll bring me on in. Wood ovens are hard to cook at. Timing is everything, yes. And it's kind of like a nice flash fry. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? That's why you get nice markings on the bottom. You got to make sure it's if it's too thick and you put it in that cold pizza, you're done because it'll be cooked on the bottom and mushad on top. You have to have the right pizza maker for a coal oven pizza maker. You can't have no rookie. Same thing with the wood ones. It's a heat that's really hot. So you don't want to have it too thick where it's mushy on top and crispy on the bottom. You need a right good consistency. You need a good pizza maker for a coal oven pizza and stuff. But if Kit wants to sit down and talk about this, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
I'll come to the table to end the pizza wars to bond with mozzarella cheese. I'm down. Reality Revolutionary Pizza, new name. Thank you so much. Critical thinking. That's great. I will be on Shanda's show tomorrow, Trailer Park Pundit. Pasta, we need to end the pizza wars. We demand a Pizza Talk United. We'll talk about that tomorrow on the show. I will be with Shanda Master. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be on Due Dissident. And we're going to talk a little bit about this book and about the whole COVID situation. And I'm very interested to go on there because, as you know, the boys there on Due Dissidents are leftists. And I want to kind of talk about, COVID and what it really means, because I don't think they think it's as important as some of us do. It's not just right-wingers that think that this is some of the most important issue. There's a whole medical freedom movement where people are going to vote based upon this one issue. And they care a lot about it more than foreign policy, than a lot of the other issues. It's the top of their change, medical freedom. So I'm very interested to talk to the boys tomorrow. And then Friday, Sam Husseini will be on the show. If you haven't seen Sam work, go to his Substack. Sam Husseini is awesome. He'll be on the show Friday, and that will wrap up the weekend for cheese slice pasta. And hopefully Fiorella will be back in Moscow by then, and we'll pick up with her whatever she's got going on over there. So that's it for today.
Yep.
Anything else, cheese slice?
I just want to say thanks for watching this episode of Pasta with Cheese.
Pasta with cheese, man. And I loved your slideshow. I loved your memes. That was great. Do more of those. We'll do little breaks with those little slideshows in between some of the things so we can get up and go get coffee then, not run in the middle of the goddamn show. So for cheese slice, Pasta Jardula, this is the Convo Couch. We're out of here. We'll see you back on Friday. Convo out, everybody. You got it.
Oops. Oh, it just jumped on me.
You're just, yeah. Oh,